Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, I work way too hard for this to be the number? Yeah, you are not alone. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the 5 most common money habits that are secretly keeping you broke. And more importantly, we'll cover the simple, actionable things you can do to fix them starting today.
I mean, does this feel familiar? You're putting in the hours, you're getting that paycheck, but by the end of the month, there's just not much left to show for it. It's frustrating, and honestly, it's one of the biggest financial hurdles for so many of us, especially in our 20s and 30s.
And this number, it tells you pretty much everything you need to know. On average, Americans are spending 103% of what they earn. Just let that sink in for a second. That means we're not just living paycheck to paycheck. We're actually going into debt just to keep up. It's proof that the problem isn't always about how much you make, it's about your habits.
So, let's flip the script on this whole thing. The goal here isn't to feel restricted or guilty. Nobody wants that. Think of it like this. Getting a handle on these habits gives you a roadmap, a clear path to real financial freedom, where you get to call the shots instead of just reacting to whatever life throws at you.
All right, so first up, we have to talk about controlling your spending. This one is huge because it's actually 2 problems rolled into one. You've got overspending, which loves to sneak up on us when we get a raise, and then there's undertracking, which is basically just having no clue where all our money disappears to each month.
And this is the classic trap we all fall into. You finally get that raise you've been working for? Awesome. But then, almost immediately, that extra cash gets soaked up by a fancier apartment, a newer car, or more expensive nights out. That's lifestyle inflation, and it is the silent killer of building wealth. It's what keeps you running in place no matter how much more you earn.
Okay, so how do we beat this? 3 simple but powerful habits. First, pay yourself first. As soon as your paycheck hits, automatically move 20 to 30% into savings or investments. Don't even give yourself a chance to spend it. Second, check in on your spending weekly, not monthly. It helps you catch those little leaks before they turn into big floods. And my favorite, before you make a big purchase, just pause and ask, will the future me, the person I want to be in 5 years, thank me for buying this?
So once you start getting your spending under control, the next beast we need to tame is debt. Now look, not all debt is evil, right? But mismanaging high-interest debt, especially from credit cards, well, that can quietly sabotage your entire financial future. And it all comes down to avoiding the dreaded minimum payment trap.
And this is a terrifyingly perfect example of how that trap works. Let's say you've got a $5,000 credit card balance. If you only make the minimum payments, you could literally still be paying it off 20 years from now. And the worst part? You'll end up paying thousands and thousands more in interest than what the stuff you bought was even worth. It keeps you chained to the past. This is why it is so important to understand that your credit score isn't just some random number the bank gives you. It's your financial reputation. A great score tells the world you're reliable, and that unlocks better interest rates on everything, from cars to a future home, saving you a small fortune over your lifetime. So here's the game plan to fix it. First, you've got to attack the debt with the highest interest rate. That's the one that's costing you the most money, so get rid of it first. Second, try to keep your credit utilization, that's just the percentage of your available credit you're using, below 30%. It shows lenders you're not stretched too thin. And finally, check your score for free every single month. There are tons of apps for this, and it just keeps you honest.
Okay, so we've got spending handled and a plan for debt. Now we get to shift from playing defense to playing offense, actually building your future. There's this huge myth out there that you need to be rich to start investing. That is 100% wrong. When you're young, your biggest financial asset isn't your paycheck, it's time.
And this is why time is your absolute superpower. It's all thanks to the magic of compound interest, where your money starts making its own money. Someone who starts investing in their 20s, even with small amounts, can end up with way more wealth than someone who starts just 10 years later with bigger amounts. It's not even close. Time in the market truly beats timing the market.
Which brings us to a really fundamental question you have to ask yourself, probably every day. Are your habits designed to make you look rich right now? Or are they designed to help you actually be rich later? Your daily choices are the real answer.
So how do you make that choice to be rich later without feeling totally deprived right now? Simple. Follow this one rule. Every single time you get a raise or a bonus, automatically invest half of it. The other half, go enjoy it. Spend it on whatever you want, completely guilt-free. It's the perfect way to fight lifestyle inflation while still rewarding yourself for your hard work.
This brings us to our fourth habit, and you could argue it's the foundation for everything else we've talked about: investing in yourself. And by that, I mean your own financial education. Let's be real, most of us were never taught this stuff in school, and that leaves us wide open to making really expensive mistakes.
And I want to be crystal clear about this. Becoming financially literate is the single best investment you will ever make. It's the bedrock of it all. Because if you don't understand how money, credit, and investing work, you can bet that someone else will use that lack of knowledge to their advantage and to your disadvantage.
The good news is, fixing this doesn't have to be a huge chore. Just turn it into a habit. Try to spend just 10 minutes a day learning something new about money. Listen to a podcast, read an article, follow a few smart, trusted people who talk about finance online, and maybe try to read one good personal finance book a month. Small, consistent steps make a massive difference over time.
So let's put it all together. Here's your roadmap. It all comes down to these 5 pillars. 1. Live below your means, which means fighting that lifestyle inflation. 2. Manage your debt smartly by knocking out that high-interest stuff first. 3. Invest early and consistently to let compounding do the heavy lifting for you. 4. Actually track your money so you know where it's going. And 5. Never ever stop learning.
So let's end with this one final thought. These crucial years, your 20s and 30s, they're not a performance. They're not about showing off or impressing people with things you can't really afford. This is it. This is the golden window of opportunity to build the foundation for the life you actually want to live.
So the only real question left is, which one are you going to tackle first? You don't have to fix everything overnight. That's not how it works. Just pick one. Start there. Because your most powerful financial move is always the very next one you make.